Hi there, my name is Steve Stine. Please remember to click on the link below and request a song that you'd like to learn. This particular song is a request that I had. It's a song called Home, and it's by Phillip Phillips. So I'm going to play you the beginning, and I'm going to discuss this song for you, okay? Now, what's really neat about this song is the fact that it really does use the same finger-picking patterns over and over and over when there is finger-picking. There's one section in here that uses a strumming pattern, and we'll talk about that as well. So the first thing for us to do is to dissect the finger-picking pattern. Okay, it just reoccurs over and over and over. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a C chord, just a plain old C chord. Okay, you're going to take your thumb and you're going to place it on the 5th string. You're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place it on the 2nd string, and you're going to place your first finger on the 3rd string. Now, if you haven't done finger picking before, the goal of finger picking is to put your hand in kind of a thumbs up position when you come across the guitar like this. You don't want your hands to be running into each other. You want to make sure that you've got some space here. So these two fingers are going to be back a little bit, like you're in a thumbs up position, with your thumb out a little bit. Okay, and you'll notice how my arm is just coming across the guitar like this, like I normally do when I strum. I'm not turned or anything like that. Just keeping it nice and relaxed. From the shoulder on down, just keep everything relaxed. And what we're going to do is we're going to pluck the 5th string. And you're just going to keep the C chord for now. So we pluck that 5th string. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pluck the 2nd string, which is your middle finger, and the 4th string, which is also your thumb, together. So we pluck this one first, and then we pluck these two. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the 5th string with our thumb again. So our thumb has been used 3 times. And remember, when you're finger picking, you're trying to pick everything with an equal amount of dynamic. Don't have your thumb picking really, really hard and then the rest of them are picking kind of soft. Try and even it out a little bit. Okay, so we have thumb, thumb, and middle at the same time. Then back to the thumb. Then what we're going to do is we're going to head to the 1st finger on the 3rd string. So we have... Okay. Now the thing about that 3rd string is that we're going to have to do that as an 8th note. So we're going like this. Rhythmically, we're going... Okay. So after the thumb, you have to go right to that 3rd string with the 1st finger. And then what you're going to do is go to your thumb again on the 4th string. Okay, so whenever I teach tutorials on finger picking, like if you've ever seen, I have one on Dust in the Wind and a number of different ones as well by Kansas. The goal is to understand that as you're learning a song, you're not in a hurry to get from the beginning to the end. Because usually that's when you're going to have problems, is trying to switch from one concept to the next concept. So the big thing here is that what you're going to do is just practice this finger picking pattern over and over and over again until you develop it. Then you're going to start worrying about the left hand. What most musicians do is they try and move too quickly and add both these hands at the same time, and then either, number one, they have to stop in between segments, or number 2, they just can't play it flowing. It's usually stopped and, kind of jagged and that sort of thing. So the goal is, again, the great thing about video is you can always pause the video and just practice something and then come back to it. So the great thing is that you're going to practice just doing this. Here's speeding up. And that's about how fast it needs to be. So what I think of is that you've got the first part, which is this and this, right? So if you can break it down, you've got that first piece. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add on the next 3 notes, which are those. So you have... See? So if you can break it into 2 pieces in your head... It might not seem so long to you. as you get faster with it. Because the last three are attached anyway rhythmically. See? So now, that's what's happening with the left hand, or with the right hand, excuse me. Coming over to the left hand, what we're going to do is we're going to start building the chord progression. Now, what's great about this is we start off with the C chord, and then all we're going to do is take the pinky, we're going to add it on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Okay? And this is creating an F, namely an F, an F2 is what we'll call this one, okay? So what we're doing is going... Huh? So all you're doing is lifting that pinky up and setting it down. So you're doing C, and then you're doing F by simply setting that pinky down. So after you do the pattern twice, you drop it. Then you lift it. Then you drop it. Okay, so the first thing you're doing is developing the pattern. Once you've got that pattern relatively developed, what you can do is move on and simply start moving between the C and the F chord right here, okay? Now we could look at this, for instance, as a C sus4 or something like that too, but it really is an F chord. It's got the tonality of an F chord, so that's what we're going to call this, okay? So we're moving from C to F to C, okay? So that's what's happening there. Now you do that over and over and over again until you get to the A minor chord. So here what's going to happen is you're going to move from A minor to that F, which is with the pinky, to the C, and then back to the F. So we're going A minor, flipping up to the F. And of course, what's nice about that is the first finger and the middle finger can stay right there where they are on an A minor. You just take the 3rd finger and the pinky up, you go to the F, then to the C by taking that off, and then going back to the F. So now let me play you that sequence. Same picking pattern though. See? So you're going from the A minor, same picking pattern, to the F by lifting these 2 fingers up, to the C, to the F again. Okay? Now you have these 2 transition things. Now listen to this. Okay? That's on the No, You're Not Alone, that thing. Okay, what you're doing is you're starting off with a C idea, C chord, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to pluck the 5th string, okay, with our thumb. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck the 3rd string with my 1st finger like I did before. And then I'm going to move to the 2nd fret of the 5th string with my middle finger right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck the 2nd string with my middle finger, which again, my middle finger was located on the 2nd string anyway. So that's what's happening. Here's my first part. Okay, so 5th string, 3rd string, 5th string, 2nd string. Okay, then you're going to take the middle finger off entirely, so you're going to pluck that 5th string open, then go back to the 2nd string again. So you have... Okay, so we have 5th string, 3rd string, 5th string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, and then 5th string open, and then 2nd string again. Okay, then I'm going to head over to the 6th string, 3rd fret with my 3rd finger, and then I'm going to pluck the 3rd string. So if there was a confusing part about this song, it essentially is this thing right here. Okay, so if you watch very carefully, I'm going 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. And then if you watch this hand very carefully, my left hand very carefully, okay, so you're coming off that into the A minor. And he does that 3 times. So he plays that little transition. Okay, then he has the last one. So right there, we're going to go here. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the 4th string, 3rd fret, which is the F note right there. So we're plucking that with our thumb, 4th string with our thumb. Then we're going to the 2nd string, okay, with our middle finger. And then we're going to the 2nd fret of that 4th string. See that? So I'm going 4th string, 2nd string, 4th string, 2nd string. And over here, I'm switching from the 3rd fret to 2nd fret. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the 3rd fret of the 6th string again. I'm going to pluck that, and then the 3rd string open, and then do it again. So it sounds like this. Okay? Again, a little confusing, but please remember, that's why video is so awesome, because you can break down one piece and just practice that one piece over and over and over again. So I have... And then it goes back into C. And then they start all over again. So when I come out of that 2nd transition, I'm going into C for 4 measures. So the verse for this song over and over and over is C, C, and then that F, F, over and over and over, until you get to the A minor. Then it's A minor, F, F, C, C, F, F. Okay, so again, if you have a piece of paper, the greatest thing you could do is just write that down. So your verse is C, C, F, F, right here. Over and over and over. Then right before that first transition, I go to A minor, and then F, and then C, and then F. So it sounds like this: A minor, F, C, F, and then we have that transition, which is this one. And then it goes into A minor 3 times. And then it goes into the 2nd transition. And then into the C for 4 measures. So remember, people, that's what we call mapping, okay? The concept of taking an idea of a song, you listen to the song over and over and over, and then you break down how many times you do something. So what I do is just real shorthand on a piece of paper is I just write down how many times I'm going to do something, how many parts there are or whatever, and then I build it, which is exactly what I'm showing you how to do right now. So those are the elements. All you have to do is watch the video and put them in place. And like in the last segment I just did, write down how many times you do each part. And if you need to, pause the video until you get a piece of paper and then write it on down. Okay? So the last part of this song then is a strumming part. Okay? We'll call this the interlude. Okay? So this part is the... Okay, so what's happening right there is we're going from F to C to A minor to G, and then we're going to go to F, C, and then G, and G, and G, and G. Okay, so in playing F, what I'm doing is I'm making an F bar chord, okay, which means I'm barring over the 6th string with my first finger, and I'm making the E chord shape with my other 3 fingers. So my middle finger is going on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. My ring finger is going on the 5th string, 3rd fret. And my pinky is going on the 4th string, 3rd fret. Okay, this way I can strum everybody. If you know how to do like an open F chord and you'd rather do that to make it easier, by all means do it. That's just fine too, but I'm going to play it as this bar chord here so I can strum everybody. So my strum is doing this. So I'm doing like a down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. And for those of you that may have done that kind of strum before, you'll notice what I'm doing is I'm separating the bass note on the top from the bottom notes like this. It gives it a bit more country feel. Like that. So I'm going to do that strumming pattern twice. Then I'm going to go to C. Okay, just a plain old C chord, open C chord. And then I'm going to go to A minor. and then to G. And it doesn't matter whether you use a 3-finger G or a 4-finger G, whatever's comfortable for you. Then you go back and start all over. F, C, but then G. So in our thought of when we play songs, namely popular songs, everything is kind of even. You know, you're always doing groups of 2 or groups of 4 or groups of 8. So if you think about this, you're going F, F, C, C, A minor, G, G, F, F, C, C, G, 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 G. So the first and the third are the same, and the second and the fourth are different. Okay, so the first time it's just F to C. And then it's A minor to G. And then it's F, C, again. Then you just go to G. And then we start the whole sequence all over again, okay? So we've got the verse, we've got that little bridge section with those changes, and then we've got the interlude section, so to speak, okay? So break each part down. I hope this helps you. And please remember to request your videos. Just click on the link below, put in the song that you want to learn how to play, and I will figure out how it goes and show it to you. If you do have any questions, you can always email me at my YouTube site or visit me at stinemusiclessons.com or whatever you need to do. So take care and enjoy the video.